All right, what's going on YouTube? Thank you for the love and support. I got a couple police stories I'm gonna share with you guys back when I was working for Atlantic City, going into abandoned houses. Make sure you hit the like button, share button, subscribe button. Let's get these numbers going. Let's go. All right, so I already talked to you guys about my FTO training, my 3 months that I had. Go back, show love to the video. Once that was done, I was then put into TDU. That's the Tourism District Unit. That was gonna be my everyday unit, my regular unit. Most class 2s for Atlantic City, that's probably where you're gonna go. A lot of class 2, you're gonna start off on the bottom. You're gonna stay there for a couple years, wherever you at, until you could get full-time at a department. Working the boardwalk, casinos, Pacific Avenue, you're still gonna have FTO. It's pretty much you're gonna start over again, and you gotta understand everything that I was learning, everything that I was doing is gonna be completely different from what I was about to do in TDU. Because I was on actual patrol during the FTO training. The first 3 months after graduation, you know, I'm working overnights. I'm in the street. I'm doing actual police work. TDU was more just be visible. You're gonna be dealing with a different type of crowd. It's gonna be different. You're not gonna be doing actual police calls and police work and things like that. That's full time. They're gonna be handling all that. And which is why there would be some police officers who would try to do a little bit more than we were supposed to do or told to do, because for them, they're trying to get that experience. They're trying to get that practice in, whether it's, you know, with arrest, writing tickets, writing reports, just being more familiar with that way when it is time for them to get full-time and they can really hit the streets. They're going to hit the streets and they already got a whole bunch of experience. Then you got other guys from class 2s, was kind of like, you know, they're just going to go with the flow with things and still get their experience, still get their learning and shit, but not do too much. So one of the guys that I was partnered up with, you know, he had been on the unit for, you know, about a year and a half, 2 years, some shit like that. So he already had his time in. Me, him, and another dude, we were partnered up in a unit. We was all new, working under this dude. He says to us, he's like, look, ain't really nothing going on right now. It's early. We about to go into this abandoned house, check it out, see if we can get you guys a ticket, see what's going on. So I'm like, bet. Fuck it. Like, I want to learn. I want to get my feet wet trying to figure, like, understand this shit. So I'm like, whatever you want to do, let's go. I'm not thinking, because, no, we were never told at that time to not go into abandoned houses or not do certain things. So it was just kind of like, look, if I'm with this dude who's been doing this shit, I'm going to follow him. All right, so he takes us to an abandoned building. I believe it was on Beach Block, California Avenue. We get there, front doors boarded up, windows boarded up. A lot of homeless people will go in there, get high, fall asleep, shit like that. Obviously can't go in through the front door. There was a stairwell on the side of the building. It's like a 3-story building. But the stairwell was fucked up, man. Like, unsafe, shady as hell. Like, the steps, if you stepped on one, that shit would put your leg through. They had like 3 steps missing in a row. The handrail was rusty and nail stick. It was a fucked up ass, like, I don't even know why the fuck I went up that shit. We're following the dude who has the experience, who's been there working. So we get up to like the back patio area, like the back deck, because there was a back door. That was the way of entry. I guess that was how the homeless people were getting in there. So we get up there. He's like, all right, you ready? You know, we're gonna go in there, just clear the room, see that everything's safe, yada yada, whatever. And I'm like, all right, bet, cool, whatever. Dude takes his gun out. He's like, all right, let's go. And for a second, I'm thinking like, hold up, what the fuck? Like, cause I wasn't used to this shit. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not thinking that we gotta go in with our guns out and not expecting certain situations to happen. Not thinking like, there's nobody gonna be in here. Who the fuck gonna be sleeping in here? Like, so takes his gun out. No, I ended up taking my shit out. I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's go. Walk in to the left, like there was a kitchen. Fucking you see a bunch of like condoms and cigarettes and needles everywhere and shit like that. You know, you walk out, go straight to the left. There's probably like another bedroom. Nobody's in the bedroom. Everything's clear. You going in there like, clear, you know, clear, bedroom's clear. Doing all that shit. Go down the steps. You know, you're making your way through the house. Pretty much. You're just making your way, going to the rooms, just checking in there. Boom, clear, everything clear. All right, so I'm making my way down the hallway. I got my gun drawn, flashlights on, everything like that. We still trying to clear rooms and everything. As I'm walking by, there's a closet door to the left of me, over my shoulder. I didn't see it as I'm walking in, because again, it's still dark and it's kind of in the cut. So I'm walking, I'm like, oh shit, there's a door. Let me open it. So, reach out, open the door, got my gun drawn still. You know, I take a step back, and I see a pair of feet with some dirty ass socks on. And I'm going up, I'm going up. I see some dude. Get to somebody's face. Dude laying in the closet like, oh, yo, what the fuck, yo. I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Get up. Who the fuck? Get up. Dude, he starts making his way out the closet all fucked up. I'm like, Lenny, what the fuck? That's you? Lenny was some crackhead dude from the street. He was a dude that we would just deal with. You know, he was a crackhead. He would steal shit. He just dirty ass dude. But he never really gave me a hard time. That's the thing. He really didn't give any police officer a hard time. He was just kind of like one of those dudes who would do dirty shit when they get caught. Oh, fuck, you got me. All right, man. Fuck, whatever. But if you just saw him walking on the street, I saw him all the time. Yo, Lenny, what's good? Hey, what's up, bro? Yo, what's good? Yeah, you know, can't call it, another day. All right, yeah. All right, whatever, bro. Whatever. So I'm like, yo, he makes his way out. A female. I see there's another person in the closet. So I'm looking like, what the fuck going on? She starts making her way out the closet. So we get the female and Lenny, we take them upstairs. We talk to them like, yo, what are you guys doing? What are y'all doing? Like, you know you're not supposed to be in here. Like, you've gotten tickets for this before. You're not, pretty much giving them the lecture or whatever. Well, we just sleeping, man. We're not doing nothing. We just sleeping, man. Nothing. No drugs. We're not doing nothing, man. We running for warrants. Surprisingly, he didn't have any warrants at the time. I don't think the female had any warrants. I think she was a young girl, too. Not no crazy on some, like, pedophile rape shit or whatever, but it was like she was just a lot younger than he was. And I think we gave him a ticket for like sleeping in public or drinking in public or some shit like that. We gave him a ticket and that was that. They was on their way. And the thing about giving them a ticket about that, because we really wasn't even supposed to be in the abandoned house. Like, we didn't call it out on the radio. There was no location that was given. The sergeant wasn't aware of it. So we ended up finding out later. We would have talks with our sergeants and things like that in roll call, but we were not supposed to be in no abandoned houses. So that was just a kind of way, like, for us, class twos, kind of just getting your tickets, getting your numbers up, because some sergeants wanted that. It would look like you out there doing work if you give somebody a ticket. If you come back at the end of your shift, you got a couple tickets, you're on the radio, like, yo, I'm stopping somebody, I'm doing a check here, blah, 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 this and that. Some sergeants, they really wanted to hear that. Other sergeants would kind of push that whole, yo, go out there, get ticket agenda. And some guys, they would take it like, all right, I'm going to do whatever to try to get a ticket. So me still kind of learning and being on that unit and just understanding how, every cop's going to be different. Every cop you work with going to be different. Some cops going to try to get some shit popping. Other guys going to wait for that shit to come to them. We gave him a ticket and that was that. No issues. Later on that evening, he took us to another abandoned house. This one was, I believe, on the corner of Pacific and Albion Place. It's not there anymore. This was like a big ass boarding house, like some Hey Arnold type shit. Like a big, I think this was like a 4-story, big ass boarding house, run down and shit. But again, it was just in a bad area, a lot of homelessness, drugs, prostitution, a lot of bullshit like that. So we get there, and again, front door is boarded up. There's no entry, no way you can get in. So the only way to get in is from a side stairwell. And the same type of shit. Stairwell is dirty as fuck, rusty as hell, nails poking out. And there's like 3-4 flights of steps. So you going up there, and they're tight little metal steps. So you getting tired walking up that shit. And you're being mad cautious, trying not to like scratch your arm against a nail or a piece of wood sticking out and shit. It was, bro, like thinking about that shit, that's some real dumb shit. Like, we get up there, just like he did in the last house. He's like, all right, we're gonna go in there. We're gonna just clear it, make sure, be careful, see whatever's going on, whatever, yada yada. And I'm just kind of like, all right, bet. Takes his gun out. I take my shit out, flashlight on, and we make our way in there. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. This house, like, it was. At the time, like I said, I just really wasn't as cautious, not as cautious, or I just wasn't really mentally conscious of just what was going on and just how serious that situation was in, just even being in that house. Because anything can happen, bro. And I'm having fun. Like, I'm thinking this shit like a video game. Like, I'm walking into rooms like clear. Like, I'm enjoying this shit, but I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not on some clown shit. I'm definitely, but I'm just. I don't think I realized it until I kind of kept working and like been on more calls and got more experience. And think like you look back at a situation where it was like that. A lot of things really could have went left, being in those houses. And that was shit that was our sergeants would tell us like down the road when they told us straight up when they started finding out that we were going in there. They were like, nah, no more of that shit. You need to keep your ass on the boardwalk, Pacific Avenue, because if you're not calling shit out, those houses don't even got numbers on it. So how you gonna call the motherfucking number out? How you gonna do that? You can't call them out on the radio. You're not, like, it's dangerous. If one of them houses collapse while you in there, you get cut with something, you get into a situation with a homeless person or somebody that's in that house with something, like, bro, that shit could go real left. But when I was going through the, like, I just really wasn't, it was just kind of like, oh, clear, ain't nobody. And I don't think we found anybody in that house that night. Plenty of times, you know, weeks later and shit like that before the house was knocked down, find people sleeping. You know, found a bunch of people sleeping in bedrooms or in bathrooms and shit like that. You find a bunch of it's dirty, bro. Mad needles and condoms and shit. Dudes, they be laying on the floor with fucking dirty Dunkin' Donuts napkins on shit, using them as covers and shit, bro. Like, it's dirty. It's dirty, man. But it was cool. It was a good experience because I still be acting like I clear rooms and shit. I be walking around my crib right now, just going through like just making sure. It's just a habit, but it's mentally just everywhere. I don't know. It's just weird. You're not gonna catch me slipping like that. Fuck that. Good time, good experience. Like I said, they put an end to that shit. So I really don't even recommend it, bro. Shit is just dirty, bro. Dirty. Catch you on the next one. Peace.